All right, August 2nd, 2023. This is our weekly market update. Looking back at last week, we saw that Bitcoin finally fell out of this channel after holding it since all the way back in June. Now, then we literally just went sideways, had a little bit of a dump today, then a pump, yesterday. And now we're just retesting this old support, right, as new resistance. So whenever this support right here, whenever it broke through, right, whenever it came back to test this, now it's getting rejected. So for this to, not be resistance right now, it needs to come up into here, flip it as support, and then move on. But for right now, we're just retesting this breakdown. So we're coming up into here, retesting it. You can see the wick went up in here, but the candle is still below. Obviously, this can change throughout the day, the rest of the week. So be watching the weekly to see what occurs. But, anytime you have a breakdown, it needs to retest the breakdown before going further anyways. So we shall see what happens with that. Let me put on the 4-hour. Kind of got above the 4-hour 200 EMA right now. We'll see if it holds. Kind of retesting it. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on Bitcoin, right? Not too much going on with it besides, this retest. Now looking at this is the same Bitcoin chart. This is just on Bitstamp daily versus Coinbase exchange on the daily chart as well. So I have this big channel right here. All right. What I'm looking for is longs into here. If we can get down here, I'll start bidding long. So if we start dumping or get bad news, this first, top line has been the holding point for the last 2 times. If we could get a wick down here, test that daily EMA like we did here and here, we fell through here, broke through on the way up, retested it before going and retesting it again. So we haven't tested it in a while, and this is where I'll look for potentially getting longs. All right. So nothing's changed on the grand scheme of things when it comes into, the next 5 months now, not 6, August, September, October, November, December of accumulation. Getting into Ethereum, altcoins, etc. So nothing's changed. I'm accumulating it for the next, 5 months, just slowly dollar cost averaging into my positions. And then next year we will be looking to hopefully get above this, flip it, and then move on at some point next year. All right. And then the following year or later that year after the halving in April 2024, we'll look to break these highs, go on our big bull run. Okay. So nothing's changed. The altcoin list that I put out, even in the free chat, y'all can start accumulating those and Ethereum over the next 5 months. Slowly dollar cost averaging. And then Ethereum, nothing's changed. This is the ascending triangle I've seen right here. Still have it mapped out right here. I don't know what's going to happen with this. We just keep going sideways. So there's a weekly 200 EMA right here that lines up right with this trend line. So if you were, to want to put bids in, obviously right here would be a significant point, because weekly 200 EMA right here lined up with our channel that's held back in June 2022, November of 2022, and maybe potentially again here. If I put this on the daily, we still have the 200-day EMA right here below us. So still got support before that channel. So that's why I'm saying dollar cost average. I don't know for sure if we're going to come down to this level. We just kind of been going sideways after that little altcoin crash after the Bitcoin dominance shot up. So, and then talk about Bitcoin dominance, kind of getting a reversal this week. Who knows if it keeps on going up? It is only Wednesday, so until Sunday we don't know. This is the total amount of money in Bitcoin out of the entire crypto market cap. So over 50% is in Bitcoin right now. All right. Altcoins aren't going to perform when majority of the money's in Bitcoin. And that's what we've seen going like this. When we pushed through here, altcoins weren't running, and then finally they had their little run for a week or two, and then now we're kind of reversing back up. So I'm going to see if this comes back up and pushes through. Altcoins will most likely bleed against Bitcoin, which is a good thing for accumulation. And yeah, that's that. All right, ETH currently at 1860. I mean, to the bottom of this channel right here, 11% move. You can start buying this. All right. If we did break this level, the next buying opportunity would be on this dash trend line because it held back here. So that's that. Some big news did happen this week. Richard Hart got sued by the SEC, and they're trying to protect investors by crashing our coins that we literally hold. So I don't have any HEX, but it's down 48% this week. Nice. You're really protecting investors by doing that. PulseChain own this coin. Let's see. Last week. Oh, no, sorry. This is the daily. Let me put it on the weekly. Oh, it's a nice candle right there. So, yeah, I had this coin. Richard Hart getting sued did not help that at all. Currently down 60%. So, I can't control lawsuits or who's sued. I had XRP back when they were sued, and I ended up switching it to Ethereum. And XRP went on to do 10x that next bull run anyways. So when it comes to this coin, it's just a small portion of my port. I was down like 30K earlier. I think I'm down like 20K right now. It is what it is. I'll average down some more, but it's crazy that SEC has lost me more money than anything else in my entire life, actually, and especially when it comes to trading and investing. They're literally, the cause of so many people losing tons and tons of money, and they're supposed to be the people protecting us. But I just don't understand, I haven't looked into this too much, but why they couldn't contact the, person they're suing, etc., coins involved, company, whatever, contact them privately, then, pause or freeze the assets before something like this happens, because it's literally market manipulation. I mean, in 2 days, at one point it was down 77%, I don't know, but it is what it is. I'll take my little unrealized loss right now, and I'll carry on. Nothing I can do too much. All right, so it is what it is. That's why I want y'all to mainly focus on large caps. Fortunately, no one in the VIP group was even able to buy this yet, because it is on OKEX. I'm verified on OKEX. They're not. So honestly, it worked out as a blessing in disguise. I'll take the hit as long as my group's fine. Don't care. Now, this is a chart I have never shown before. This is the USDT dominance. All right, so USDT is a stable coin, and you can see, trends with this chart, and I'll kind of map out some examples by talking through it. But if I can find the what I'm looking for. All right, so basically when it comes to the USD dominance chart, it's showing whether when this goes down, right, it's the amount of cash that's inflowing into the market. All right, so if you look to the right of the screen as I'm going down, it's at 4.76% right now. So 4.76 at one point was the amount of money in USDT, the stable coin. All right, so when it's going down, right, and this is November 2020, this is bull market time. This is stable coins going into actual crypto assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins. All right, so this is an indicator It's more of a confluence to show what is happening with the market, where the cash is going. And we tested it up here in September of 2020, and then ultimately started our bull run right here. This is when Bitcoin started breaking all-time highs, and it was like kind of chilling in here. This is when altcoins were going crazy. All right, back and forth. And then this was the May crash of 2021. This is a huge candle right there. It's when Bitcoin was dropping from like 65,000 all the way down to the 20,000 range. All right. And that was just money getting sold off from Bitcoin altcoins and going into USDT. All right. And then we had another, rally going into our all-time highs in November of 2021. And if you would have saw this chart and looked at it, you saw that we're just pushing and pushing and pushing. And once we broke this, right? I mean, obviously we were already in a bear market, but once we broke this was the Celsius BlockFi Voyager crash. Everyone was selling out of their altcoins, Bitcoin, etc. And we broke this resistance. So this resistance right here is a pretty key point for me right now to look at, because when it comes to this resistance right here, it is now acting as support. All right, so there's also this little support resistance right here, but it's not too important. You can see there's a bunch of chop in here. I don't really count too much of that, but each time we had a significant crash, we came up into here. All right, so what I'm going to be looking for this next bull market, when things really start to turn around, is when USDT starts inflowing back into the market. We're going to be using this as our indicator. And when we're knocking on this right here, just like this was right here, we're knocking on it, came down, finally broke through. It's going to be the similar thing. It's be knocking on this. It's support, but it's really inverse, so it's really resistance, I guess you could say. But once we break through here, it's going to be bull market time, because stablecoins as at 7.30% of the entire crypto market cap right now. So we're going to keep our eye on this. Whenever we finally, start testing this area, it's go time for crypto, especially when we start coming down here. And then we'll be looking at this when to really take profits. In case we come all the way down here, we're going to see that there is a level here that's been reacted off of all the way since back in 2018. Okay, so that's really what I'm looking at this week. I guess one coin we could look at is Solana, right? Entered this back here, but came all the way to even $32 at one point. And this just shows we're not in a bull market yet, right? We're back down 27%. So testing this support, as long as this support holds, I don't think it's a bad buy. We have a 200-day EMA under us. So for long term, you can start bidding in this area. I'm not saying it's not going to go below here. That would honestly even be better for you. But old resistance over here, new support, right? So this red box is support, as well as that 200-day EMA right below us. So I'm not saying we can't fall below. Anything can happen, but I would start bidding in this area for long term. Okay, because if I pull up, the weekly chart, if you see all these green candles, you're like, oh, I don't want to, start buying because we're not down here. But you got to keep in mind the time frames and everything. We most certainly can get a drop later this year. That's what happened in 2019, going into September, October, November, and then December before trending upwards. But if we look from all-time high, we are still down 91%. All right, from at this point alone to this all-time high is a 10x on your money if we get up here, right? So I don't think it's a bad idea to start bidding on this. And yeah, same for Ethereum. I already have my Bitcoin set, so not buying any Bitcoin. Not right here, at least. If we made a huge drop, then my whole scenario and perspective would have to change, and I would start accumulating Bitcoin. But I got cash on hand, ready to start buying. Fortunate for the Pulse chain, Hex News, Richard Hart. But this is what the SEC does, our great protectors, whatever. But don't let a loss like this eat at you. I mean, I'm down 20, 30K, and, I've been in this situation before, so it's not really anything crazy for me. And I didn't put all my money in the one coin either, so it's not really a big deal. But if you did put all your money, in one coin, I'm not saying this one, I'm saying just in general, unless it is Bitcoin, or even if it is Bitcoin, I would suggest that you diversify in at least 3 to 4, maybe 5 coins at least, because what if this does happen to your coin, right? I mean, it's more than possible, because who knows with the SEC these days. They were even saying Solana, Cardano, Matic were all accusing them as securities back in June. But you can see that after that, Sol rallied still 100%. So who's not to say that this could possibly do the same thing? I don't know for sure. Different coin, different market cap, different scenario completely. All right, so don't expect the same thing. And yeah, that's about it. I'll probably end it here. If you have any questions, you can DM me. There was someone trying to scam people in the Telegram, unfortunately. Guess we're big enough for that to happen now. Don't send anyone money at all. I open up slots for mentoring and my new chat that I'm going to be opening soon, probably tomorrow or this week, the lower tier one. I only offer those at certain times. So someone's texting you on the Telegram, it's not me. So please be aware of that, and I'll catch you all on the next one.